You want to simplify why Stima Sacco exists.
The main objective was to propagate financial inclusivity.
Members should expect a wealth of information.
Before you join any SACCO, it's important that you do your research.
People are going to share some of the best things they've done for themselves.
It's one thing when I come and tell you, Stima Sacco is good for you. But when you hear it from someone who it has worked for, it's different.
Members can expect a bit of fun.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee. Favorite Kenyan destination?
Northeastern?
Okay.
That's why we are calling it. Welcome to this first episode of The Voice Amplified. I'm joined by my colleagues and I'll give them an opportunity to introduce themselves.
Thank you, Jack. Hi, everyone. My name is Magdalene Milimu, and I am happy to be here.
Hi everyone, my name is Doreen Shin and I'm glad to be here.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cynthia, and I'm delighted to be here.
So today we are not discussing about interest rates. We are not discussing about savings products, but we want to discuss about how we impact our members through our daily activities. We want to discuss why we have come up with this podcast. And the podcast, as I said earlier, is called The Voice Amplified. Magdalene, tell us what you think about the name.
I love the name. Our members know we have a monthly newsletter that we issue, and they receive them via mail, and it's called The Voice. So The Voice Amplified is just taking the information further, to the members.
Yeah, so when we talk about the print media, all of you know the world has evolved and people want to be in an audio visual space where they can still read, they can still listen to audio. And Lorraine, what do you think as the pioneer of The Voice, the print publication?
Maybe I would start by taking us back to why the publication is called The Voice in the first place. As a cooperative and financial institution, our objective, aside from inclusivity, is we want to provide a platform to listen to our members. We want their feedback. So the external publication was called The Voice for that very reason. It's a two-way form of communication. This is just, as it said, an amplification of that communication channel.
Yeah.
Not everyone has the time to sit down and read a publication. So if we can just take what we are giving to these members in beaten down form and just disseminate it in a small, nice, juicy way via this space, you can listen to us on your way to work. You can listen to us on a speaker in the shower, hence the point of the podcast, I think.
Yeah, and that is ideally why we came up with the podcast. And Cynthia, from the brand perspective,
Yeah.
what do you think the podcast will infuse in the print publication?
All right. So, from a brand perspective, I think first and foremost, this podcast is rooted in the spirit of innovation.
Yes.
Stima Sacco is an organization that champions innovation, and so being part of the communication department, we found an innovative way to communicate with our members and the general public. So personally, I'm excited because from a brand perspective, it helps us humanize the brand. The organization is known for its policy, its products, but now we're telling stories of our members. And also internally, we have a wealth of knowledge with our different staff, and we're giving an opportunity for them to come forward and to talk about everything they have gained and gathered over the years. So from a brand perspective, we are humanizing Stima Sacco. It's no longer just the Sacco for the let's say, much older people in society, but through this innovation, we're able to reach everybody. So Stima has life now. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we think it is important for us to have this broadcast, so that each voice of our members, the many members that we have across the country's voices can be heard. And as we go on, as we progress with this particular production, we'll see more members coming in, telling their impact stories, how Stima Sacco has touched them. We want to simplify why Stima Sacco exists. That's why we are calling it amplification of the voice of the member being amplified. So we can go back to the basics, and people would want to know why you people, and these will be the hosts of
Yeah.
this particular podcast for the many episodes that will come. And I want to know, who is Magdalene?
Wow. That's interesting. It's interesting because I've known myself for the many years I've been alive, but that's usually one of the questions that's a bit tough to
Yeah.
answer.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Magdalene is just a girl. However, beyond that, I am a digital communication specialist. I work at Stima Sacco in the communications department. What members would expect of Magdalene is seeing more of me as a host in the consequent episodes, because that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And so we really just wanted to introduce our faces and our personalities to our members. Yes. And I look forward to interacting with members more.
Yeah, and we believe that members will really love the interactions and will love to see. Members are used to seeing emails with the sign of Magdalene, and
Yeah.
and now they will see the face,
face
the
behind the
behind the name.
Yeah.
And Lorraine, we go to you.
It's funny as a comms practitioner. There's a shyness towards being in front of the camera. It's easier to project or push others in front of you. Like Magdalene, I also work in the communications department in Stima Sacco. I handle public relations and corporate communications. I'm happy to be here, as I said initially, and I think I look forward to this challenge because it is a challenge. It's the very first time poetry or something like this. I look forward to this challenge. I hope, as Cynthia had stated earlier, we can actually humanize this brand that has become well known, and it's all thanks to the efforts that we put behind the scenes there. But I look forward to engaging, to showing the human behind the narrative, the human behind the brand equity, the human behind the memos and circulars and emails and social media posts there. And that's what I look forward to doing, to storytell. Yeah.
What about you, Cynthia?
Okay. Who am I? So just by title, I am a brand and corporate communication professional. So I'm in charge of the brand here at Stima Sacco, and we put in a lot of effort just to make sure this brand remains top of mind. When you think of the leading circles in Kenya, our efforts are to ensure that you think of Stima as the first. So beyond that, I'm a girl who really enjoys the camera. I love being in front of the camera. Yes. I know many people enjoy behind the scenes, but I personally enjoy being in front of the camera. I mean, have you seen my face?
Girl.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm really happy to be part of this innovation and to really speak to the members and to show them who works behind the scenes now. Yeah.
And members, that is the team that will be hosting you. I have not introduced myself yet. Yeah. I am also a very camera shy person. My name is Jack Kulova. I have a vast experience in PR and corporate communication, having been the team leader of corporate communication in Stima since its inception, the department's inception. And what we are currently doing is we want to ensure that we impact members the way the world is moving. As when we started communication many years ago, it was a one-way kind of situation where we just send out information. In fact, the theoretical perspective of it is called hyperatomic needle theory of communication, where information is pushed without a feedback loop. Now we are giving members an opportunity to feedback real time. That's why you're saying in this particular space, members will come here on a regular basis. We'll have staff members, cadre not.
It's tandem.
We don't really bother about cadre here, but really we want to have staff members from all over the business coming to talk to members in their area of specialization. We'll have ICT people here, we'll have credit people, we'll have finance people, we'll have all sorts of bouquet of professionalism that is knitted together as Stima Sacco to talk to members about their areas of influence. And members, of course, now our members just want service, but we want to unpack how the service is delivered to them as people. And we want to ensure that they see Stima Sacco as a human being like themselves. We want to make Stima Sacco have a human face so that every individual who joins Stima Sacco is happy that is dealing with people with emotions, people who listen to them, people who are there to guide them throughout their financial journey. In fact, we were making a joke some time back when we brought in the vision of empowering members for life. It's like and from birth to death.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
Yeah,
yes, from cradle
great.
to grave, yes. So that is exactly what we'll be doing in this particular episode. So, Magdalene,
Yes, please.
tell us, how is this first season going to look like?
That's a good question, Jack. Members should expect testimonials from their fellow members. Unajua, it's one thing when I come and tell you, Stima Sacco is good for you, Stima Sacco is good for, but when you hear it from someone who it has worked for, it's different, it's more authentic. So members should expect member testimonials. Members should expect a lot of information on how we will be unpacking our credit services, our saving services. We'll be talking about how to save, why you should save. We'll be talking about customer experiences and how we deliver services to our members, digitization and all that. So it's a rich first season. And honestly, I look forward to seeing the kind of impact it will have to our listeners and our audience. Yeah.
Lorraine, if you look at the aspect of sustainability and the things that we are putting together to ensure that Stima Sacco is a sustainable organization, what would you say this podcast will have in that perspective?
I think we need to first appreciate that this organization has been here before we joined it. And our hope and our intention is to ensure that long past we're gone, it's still here, impacting those members that it set out to empower. I think the main objective when Stima was founded was to propagate financial inclusivity. If you look at the original membership of Stima Sacco, it was originally intended for the East African Power and Lighting Company employees, yes, in 1974. And a majority of the employees in that organization at the time were very much unbanked, because the banks we had back then were the Barclays and the Standard Chartereds, and they were not earning that much money that they could take this money to the bank. Or if you needed to get, for example, a salary advance and they're looking at your payslip and they're like, this is not tenable for you. So that's how the employees came together amongst themselves and introduced this tiny thing called Stima, and it grew from there. So in terms of sustainability, if we can reach out to every member, no matter how old they are, no matter what space they occupy, no matter what business they're running, no matter their mode of income generation, every single member can have an understanding of how the organization runs, the products, like you said, that we provide. In some small way, we are contributing to ensuring that this organization remains resilient. And that's what sustainability speaks to.
Yeah, and as we talk about resilience, we also have the interest groups, the people that in this region are still marginalized. We're talking about youth, we're talking about women. Cynthia, how are we bringing those on board to ensure that their interests, their banking needs are taken care of?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And I just want to say that Stima is very intentional about ensuring that everyone in the spectrum is able to access financial empowerment through the various products that we have. So for a long time, if you ask people who are the main members in a circle, you will realize it's up to a certain age. It's a certain age group, maybe our parents. Very few of millennials and Gen Zs have actually taken up being part of a circle. And so we want people to know that we actually have products that Gen Zs and millennials can benefit from. If you're a Gen Z, you've started working and you're thinking of buying your first car, I mean, we are the ones who are going to give you at the best rate, and we are able to sit down and have a conversation with you on a flexible payment plan. So Stima is very intentional to ensure everyone now is part of the spectrum. And I think how I would even call Stima is a hidden gem in terms of finances. So to ensure everyone is included, we not only have products that cater to their needs, we are now communicating and we're finding innovative ways to communicate, hence the podcast. But all in all, I think mine is to assure everybody that whatever financial empowerment you may need, best believe Stima has it. Yeah, we're including everybody, whether you're new in the workforce, whether you've been there for some time, whether you've made mistakes and you want to correct them. Stima is including everybody.
Yeah. And when we are talking about Stima, I am very sure there's a member or a person who wants to join this organization. And how would you describe Stima? What is Stima? Who is Stima? Margaret?
To join as a member or to join as an employee?
Both. Of course, we have those guys who also want to join us as employees.
Yeah.
And we always have opportunities, and we
yes.
have a portal that
Yes.
we put these opportunities
Yes.
onto,
Yeah.
so that if people want to join the organization as employees, they always go there and check.
Yes.
But we are talking about a person who wants to join us
As a member.
as a member.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. Just as Cynthia has said, we have a solution for everything. Cradle to grave means we have a solution for you as a 1-year-old. We have a solution for you in terms of preparing for your posterity when you're not here. We are very particular about how we meet the needs of each of our members. And if someone would want to join Stima Sacco, the only thing they'd need is 3,100 shillings. And from the 3,100 shillings, only 600 goes to one registration. The rest goes to your accounts. And it's very simple. You don't have to walk to any of our branches or our area service points. Of course, we are strategically positioned in different parts of the country. We have 12 branches and 3 service points, and we're looking into growing even further. However, because the world is evolving, you can simply just call us on our customer care lines and ask to join. You can simply just send us a message on our social media platforms. You can log onto our website and submit your interest to join. And we're even currently working on an end-to-end member self-onboarding portal. So you don't even have to face someone. I know the younger people really do not like
Yeah, they don't.
the idea of interaction. They don't really like it. They want to do things end-to-end, self-service. So we are also providing that as a service, and it's something that members can look out for. But right now, what I can say is you only need 3,100 shillings. Whether you're a Kenyan in Mogadishu or in Timbuktu, we got you. We have diaspora services for our members. So this is the place to join. This is for sure the place to join. Yeah.
And Lorraine, as we talk about this joining of Stima Sacco, we're looking at our communication avenues for would-be members to join. Would you think it is something that we need to discuss here on how do we communicate with these members? How do they interact with us? Is it something that we will be able to continuously work on so that members are confident that when they join Stima Sacco, this is a Sacco that is out there, it is stable, it is sound, has prudent management, leadership, and all that. So, Lori, what do you think as a would-be member would consider before joining this Sacco?
Thank you, Jack. There's a lot in your question. Firstly, before you join any Sacco, just generally as a responsible Kenyan, before you join any Sacco, it's important that you do your research Find out if the SACCO, if it's a financial SACCO, if it's regulated by SASRA, number one. You want to check, as you've said, how stable is this financial institution? And the easiest and best way to check on that is look at the financial statements. Go back maybe 5-10 years. Most honest institutions will publish their financial statements, make them available to the public. Ask around, word of mouth. But once you've joined as a member of Stima SACCO, which is the best SACCO in Kenya and Africa, once you've joined Stima SACCO, how we maintain our relationship with you, we have sales and relationship officers scattered around the country in our 12 branches and our 3 service points. We have Stima Mlangoni agents all over the country because you cannot maintain physical locations throughout the country. We have digital channels. We have a 24-hour WhatsApp two-way communication platform. We have the SMS platform. We have social media channels. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on X, we're on LinkedIn, I think, and YouTube.
Yeah.
You can call us. Our contact center is manned 24/7, as is our dashboard banking platform. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is how you know that this is a very serious organization. If they have all that put in place, just to ensure that there's a two-way communication. And we're now introducing this. And if you want to join this conversation, by the way, and you're a member of Stima SACCO, you can always send an email to corporate communications at stima-sacco.com, and we'll be able to host you. This will be releasing episodes every 2 weeks, and we know that we will have opportunity to have conversations of various kinds with our members, and we'll be able to also share information about so many things. We have hundreds of products that we need to give out to our members. And a part of this podcast, of course, we do member education, we do webinars, and we do so many outreach programs, including being in exhibition, in conferences, and you'll always find a Stima SACCO representative somewhere doing the
Lord's work.
The Lord's work.
Go ye forth and spread the word.
Yeah, they're spreading the word of this good organization. And Cynthia, so if you look at the internal stakeholders, how are they going to participate in this? Internal stakeholders, I'm looking at the board, delegates, and the employees of the SACCO. Yeah.
Yeah. So the internal stakeholders, I'm actually very excited about their contribution to the podcast. Being in charge of the brand, the face of the brand is the CEO. He's the chief brand ambassador. But beyond that, one of our missions as the communication department has been to ensure every staff, every delegate, every board member is an ambassador of Stima. That means they are able to talk about Stima end to end wherever they are. So this podcast, we are going to bring on board our staff and also some of our delegates. I mean, if we could host everybody, we would, but unfortunately, we have a limited number of episodes per season. And so it's going to be a hard task to choose, but we will. And over the years, Stima has really impacted its staff through trainings. Stima is a very good employer. It ensures that staff once a year, you're able to go for training to be able to just become rich in your area of expertise. So we have a wealth of knowledge, like I mentioned, from our staff when it comes to banking and just financial empowerment. Our staff, they have a lot to say. So our delegates as well, and even our board members and our management. And so we are going to bring them forth so that they can tell people the best practices when it comes to money practices, and that is exciting because now it's time to put to action all the trainings we've been doing. And for me, as the person who's in charge of the brand, I'm excited to see how they're going to handle themselves. You know, it's like a teacher who has prepared their students and now they're ready to take the exam. You know, so and I'm so confident that they're going to score an A. Exceptionally. So I'm excited about the internal stakeholder coming forth and sharing their knowledge because they're well prepared and they know their stuff.
All right. We will now go to quickfire.
Okay.
So we'll start with Lorraine. One word, where possible.
Okay.
It's coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Morning person or night person? Night owl.
Morning.
Podcast or book?
Book.
What's one financial habit that you should build?
Save before you spend.
Favorite Kenyan destination?
Road trip around Mount Kenya.
Describe Stima Sacco in 3 words.
One-stop shop.
We go to Magdalene.
Okay.
Coffee or tea? Morning person or night?
Night or
Then why are you here?
it's a struggle. It's a struggle. If we could record this podcast from home, it would be wonderful.
Saving or spending?
Saving, definitely.
Podcast or book?
Both.
Both. What's one financial habit everyone should build?
Automate your savings.
Automate.
Yes.
What do you mean by automate?
Where you can, automate. At Stima, we have check off where before the money even gets to your account,
It's already taken.
tunakatia huku kwa hewa.
Kama KRA.
So you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance to think, can I really spend?
Yeah.
No, unakatia huko juu.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. Yes.
Favorite Kenyan destination?
Oh, I love water. Anywhere at the beach. Yes.
Are you not hydrophobic?
No, I'm not. Did I tell you I was?
Oh, describe Stima Sacco in 3 words.
It's not 3 words. I'm sorry, but it's a place where we redefine financial wellness.
And last but not least, Cynthia.
Yes.
Coffee or tea?
None.
Nah.
Yeah, I really don't like hot drinks. I mean,
Alright.
the only hot drink I like is soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning person or night owl?
You know, I used to be a morning person, but since I became a mom, because of the many times I am woken up at night, I'm now a night person.
Podcast or book?
Podcast.
Savings or spending?
Which one I enjoy?
Yes.
I enjoy spending, but it's safe. It's good. It's good practice to save.
So, what is the one financial habit one should build?
I don't want to repeat what my colleagues have said, but I think diversify your income. Yeah, if possible. It doesn't have to be something huge, just something that can bring something, even if it's daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Diversify your income.
Favorite Kenyan destination?
Watamu.
Describe Stima Sacco in 3 words.
The hidden gem.
Sorry?
The hidden gem.
Okay. So, in one sentence, we can start with this.
What about yourself?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Then ask
We are
me.
also hosts. Jack, tea or coffee?
Tea.
Jack, what's the one financial advice you'd give anybody out there?
Saving always.
Favorite Kenyan destination?
Northeastern?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Tell us more.
the road trip to
Driving up.
Oh, yeah.
up north.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the issue of insecurity is sorted,
Yeah.
I can easily do a solo drive from here to Moyale
Okay.
without a problem. I enjoy solo drives, by the way.
Therapeutic.
Yes, therapeutic. And in fact, if you have a car that has that sunroof, you open it up,
Yeah.
then just drive. But nowadays it's difficult because of that prohibitive cost of fuel.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Morning person, night owl.
I'm in between. Maybe a mid-morning person because I take time to defrost in the morning.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah, I take time to defrost.
Okay.
So I'm a mid-morning. If you tell me to come to work between 10 and 9 p.m., I'll
You'll
be
thrive.
good. I'll be
So
good.
flexi hours.
Yes, flexi hours.
To whom it may concern.
Whom it concerns. Okay.
Podcast or book
Podcast.
describe Stima in 3 words.
A financial hub everyone should come to.
3 words.
It's not 3 words, but ideally, it's a home of savings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, having discussed all this, what will members expect from this podcast? Because this is the introductory episode, and we would want our members to expect something from this. Magdalene, what would you tell members?
Yes. We do a lot of communicating,
Yeah.
right?
You do.
But if I put out a static poster on social media about our mortgage facility, for instance, it's just a static poster. I do not go, I'll probably mention the maximum amount, I'll probably mention the interest rate and something catchy for you to remember us with, right? But like when we have a conversation where we have someone in credit, maybe a member who's actually taken the mortgage facility, we break it down further. How do you qualify? What do you expect? What is the process? What do you need to look out for when you're looking for land to purchase and things like that, yeah? So members should expect a wealth of information in different areas of our products, our services. Members will get to see the faces behind the decisions that are made for the SACCO and in the best interest of the SACCO. Members will get to also see other members, So there's a lot for members to expect. In every 2 weeks, a lot of knowledge. In 30 minutes, a lot of knowledge. And I'm honestly excited.
Yeah, everyone should be excited about
Yes,
this
yeah.
because Stima Sacco is always a pioneer in all the things.
I mean,
Tell them.
first SACCO
Tell
to be
them.
regulated by SASRA.
Yeah, we are
Tell
always
them.
pioneering.
Sacco of fasts.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing for us to start this. Lauren, what will members expect?
Building on what Meg has said, I think also it's to show the realities on ground.
Yeah.
Like if you're bringing someone who's built a home or purchased land, they can tell you if you're buying or you need to clear with land registrars in this location, be aware it'll take this long, or you can get frustrations in this area, or if you're importing a car or purchasing from a car dealer. It's just letting them know that there are some controls that the SACCO may have, but there are realities on ground that may be introduced in the processing that can take a longer period. But also, I hope our members can expect a bit of fun.
I know.
We can, in our communications, we can be very professional and very, stiff and rigid and upper. And I hope this brings a bit more engagement into the conversation. Yeah, so a bit of fun.
Yeah. A fun way of giving out information
Yes.
and communicating to our audiences. Cynthia,
Yes.
what's your take?
Okay. My colleagues have said everything I wanted to say. But if I was to say
You
it
can
in
just say kama how.
Mine is just to
Kubalian.
echo.
Yes, mine is to echo. Yeah, but really, from a brand perspective, authentic stories.
Yeah.
Authentic stories. And I don't want this to just be. I don't want people to think this is just about financial advice. It's very organic. It's very. It takes the shape of the person who is going to be seated or on this couch. So it's very real. People are going to be vulnerable. People are going to share some of the mistakes they've made. People are going to share some of the best things they've done for themselves. So members should expect authentic, organic stories. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard from the team of experts, Cynthia, Lorraine, and Magdalene. We urge you to subscribe, share, and follow our social media pages as we release the next episodes of The Voice Amplified, a place where conversations and voices matter.